Hello, welcome to Dad Doesn't Have Time for this story. Review things quickly and compare them with everything else in existence. I've been on a horror kick, so today we're going to talk about Ringu, the original Japanese version of The Ring. And there was a sale. I had to choose between 4K of just the first movie or HD of all three, and I chose HD of all three, and I think I made the right decision. So these have reversible covers, which is one of my favorite things because I like options, and I have to say, Ringu is one of the best horror movies out there, and all in all, I'd say it's the 147th best movie of all time. Now let me tell you why. So, I don't know why I put off watching this. It's just, there's only so much time in the world, and I'd seen the American version of The Ring. I liked it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go see the original. I have to say, I'd say this was a much better movie. It's paced a little bit differently. It's got a little bit more of a it's got like this melancholy to it that the American version doesn't have. I like the American version, don't get me wrong. But there's just something about this movie that just feels better to me. I can't really put my finger on it. I will admit the budget was clearly not as high as the American one, where the American one's got like multiple creepy girl killing people. This one's got a bunch of implied stuff and only one real instance of her crawling out of the TV and killing someone. But you know what? It's clear that this movie was made on a budget, but it was also made with love, and it's very well done. The lead actress does an excellent job of being this reporter who's gotten over her head and is just trying to find a way to overcome the situation she's been thrust into. I also kind of appreciate how it leaves the ending a lot more ambiguous. In the American one, the mom clearly takes her child and murders someone. And I seem to recall it explicitly showing you who she decides to kill with the ring tape. Whereas this one, she figures it out and then it just kind of leaves it ambiguously open, which is a much more Asian way of ending something anyways. I do find it interesting how Asian films tend to either be a lot more ambiguous with their endings, or they tend to be more down. In American films, the hero tends to usually survive and win. In Asian films, it's like 60-40 in favor of killing off the hero at some point and things just not ending well. And that brings up a interesting dynamic of just the US culture versus everyone else. And I have to say, despite the lower budget, this film's paced excellently. It's just, like I said, it's just got this melancholy foreboding that just permeates the whole movie. Whereas, like, the American one comes off as more like, I guess I'd describe it, the Japanese one is melancholy and depression, whereas the American one's more of horror and trauma, if that makes sense. So, all in all, I really enjoyed Ringu, and I look forward to watching the other three movies in this box set, which includes The Ring 2, Ring 0, and Spirals, a alternative sequel to The Ring that didn't result in them finishing the trilogy, but that's okay. It should be interesting to see a alternative take on what could have happened after The Ring. So there you have it. Ringu, a wonderful horror movie, and I hope you enjoy it too. You all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.